Our phone can be used for a lot of things. I want to look up the percentage of Americans with debt. Scrolling through, it's official most Americans are currently in debt, about 80%. Here's how much debt Americans have at every age. The average American has $38,000 in personal debt. If you're about age 18 to 24, you have $22,000 worth of debt. Older millennials, 25 to 34, have $42,000 worth of debt. And if you're Gen X, that's ages 35 to 49, the average person has about $39,000 worth of debt. If I keep scrolling through my Google search feed, it says that Americans are dying with an average of $62,000 worth of debt. Now, coming from my previous video and talking about having to move in debt, my husband and I have been doing a lot of thinking about debt and where we want to live and how we want to live. We don't want to live with debt. So we've been taking the Financial Peace University class. I'm just starting now to read the complete guide to money with Dave Ramsey. But one of the things I just wanted to talk about today is a cutback for us. We got married last year in May. We had a lot of firsts, so we had our first Christmas. I wanted to make our Christmas special for a different reason that I'm not going to get into. My husband has had a hard time with Christmases in the past, and I wanted to make sure that that Christmas was a good Christmas for him. Now, for him, that meant good food and good family and friends, and we had that. But I also wanted to have a special time where I could give him gifts and he could give me gifts. In fact, I'm recording with one of the gifts that he gave me. This is an expensive gift. And also, I gave him a gift earlier that year for Christmas, which was a gun that he could hunt with because he goes duck hunting. That was an expensive and amazing gift that he is able to use. So Christmas was made up of a lot of smaller gifts. We have some debt combined, and it's not the average for either of our ages. It's actually a lot lower, but we still have debt. Moving forward in the year 2019, we just had my birthday in January, his birthday in February. We didn't get gifts for each other. We have our anniversary coming up in May, our first anniversary, and one of the changes that we are making this year is to not get gifts until we are out of debt. We are not getting gifts for each other. Christmas was a hard time because, one, we had to move. This is our first home we moved into, our rental. We have to move out in a few months. We had to put a down payment on this, first and last month's rent. We had to get stuff to supply the house, things that we didn't have, like we didn't have knives and we didn't have utensils to cook with. There was just random things that we did not have. And thankfully we were blessed and family graciously gave that stuff to us. But we did have to buy some things like curtains. Curtains are so expensive. That being said, our 2-year plan was stay in this rental at the price we are paying. That way we can get out of debt. That didn't happen. So the stuff that we put towards this house during Christmas and also getting Christmas gifts, even though we paid for everything with cash, that cash could have been going towards our debt. So this year we are not getting gifts. We are putting a hold on gifts until we are able to get rid of debt. A hard concept for me to understand was, but Dave Ramsey, I'm paying with cash for all this stuff. I have that money. And he would say, after watching several YouTube videos of his on the Dave Ramsey show, you don't have money. You're broke. That's what he'd say. It's stupid to be spending money. That money needs to go towards your debt. To me, I'm like, but Dave, I have that money. But that's money that could be going towards that debt and getting rid of the debt instead of building all this interest and having to pay even more and more and more. My husband's love language is quality time. My love language is touch. Those are both very free things for us that we can spend time, quality time with each other, doing things that are free, hanging out at our house, going on free dates, spending time outside. We don't need to be putting money to gifts right now. That's one of the ways that we are planning on saving money and getting out of debt even quicker. Now, I'm going to start talking more and more about debt, but if you want to check out a little bit more about where this all came from, there's a 32-minute update video on this stuff. when you mix minimalism and debt and just trying to live at the means that you have and trying to provide a better future for yourselves, this is where we are. And it's at no gifts. That means less waste, less pressure, and more time together without thinking about, oh, it's coming up, what am I going to get him for our anniversary? We don't have to worry about that. Subscribe if you're interested in more videos like this. It's coming your way for this year, as we are really excited to honestly be able to scream that we are out of debt. We have no debt. I can't wait for that no debt scream. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below on gifts. Bye guys.